whatever dogmas, medicines, and Brahmins hold throughout the world, whether they involved believe in a self, believe in a being, believe in a life force, believe in a person, or believe in ceremonies and festivities, such dogmas prone to agitation and dullness are all abandoned at that time, fully understood as a false. These dogmas are severed at the root and wither like the head of a palm tree, never to rise or cease in the future. Venerable Shariputra, whoever is endowed with such acceptance of the Dharma and thus perfectly understand dependent arising is professed for unexcelled, perfect and complete awakening by the Tathagata, the Arhat, the perfectly and completely awakened one, the one with perfect knowledge and conduct, the Sukhata, the knower of the world, the incomparable charioteer of these who meet taming, the teacher of God, humans, the Bhagavan, the Buddha. In this way, such person will become perfect and complete Buddha. So who will understand dependent arising will understand the Dharma. Who will understand the dependent arising will become the real Sangha, because direct realization of the emptiness. And whoever understands dependent arising will become Buddha in the future. After the Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, Maitreya had thus spoken, Venerable Shariputra, together with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, rejoiced and pressed with the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Maitreya had taught. Maitreya, sometimes we say Maitreya Buddha, right? Sometimes Maitreya Bodhisattva. So Maitreya, when we say Mahasattva, that means 10 ground Bodhisattva. Maitreya is 10 ground Bodhisattva, not Buddha yet. So there are two types of Maitreya. One Maitreya is Bodhisattva. We're not talking about future Buddha, we say Maitreya Buddha will come. So Mahasattva, that means 10 Bodhisattva. Rejoice and praise that the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Maitreya had taught. These conclude the Noble Mayana Sutra, the right settling sutra, for finishing complete. Now we are here, Fundamental Wisdom 20, this is chapter, this is for dependent arising, right? Fundamental. This is the chapter number 26. So fundamental wisdom. We finished till now from fundamental wisdom in the Nagarjuna's text about 12 links of dependent origination. So we divided into two, impure dependent arising and pure dependent arising. So impure dependent arising, we already finished. So it's like from ignorance to aging in death. So that's in the samsara. So we are talking about impure dependent arising. Now we completely finished this one. Now pure dependent arising, reversing the process. So this means pure dependent arising. So that means when ignorance has stopped, right? When ignorance is the root cause of samsara, right? If there is no ignorance, we will not create the karma. If we will not create the karma, we will not let the imprint karmic on the consciousness, right? So therefore, when ignorance, Nagarjuna said, whether or not we continue to suffer in cycle of existence depend on whether we perform formative actions or not. Purified state of toilings begin when we become exalted, being with the direct experience of reality. Then it means understanding dependent arising directly, not indirectly. Then start. When first you realize reality or the dependent arising directly, it will subside all our intellectual grasping ignorance. Then we need to purify innate ignorance of grasping. So it will take gradually. Slowly. So since this this stopped the creation of formative action, their imprint will not be left in our consciousness. Even though pleasure and pain are still experienced, even though when we go beyond the samsara, we will experience. Even though pleasure and pain are still experienced, we will not respond to these feeling and sensation when you direct realize dependent origination or emptiness. We feel we can experience pleasure, pain, but we will not feel sensation. If there is no sensation, there is no craving, grasping. So we will not plant the extra karmic seed. Otherwise, we are planting all the time. So when we directly understand the dependent arising or the reality or the emptiness, pleasure, pain, experience, but no feeling, no sensation. Therefore, no craving, no grasping. Very easy to purify. Put it that way. Respond the feeling. Nagarjuna said, this feeling and sensation with craving, thereby preventing grasping and existence. We are talking about 6 causes and 6 resultant. So 12 link, right? So it will be 6 causes. We should have 2 lifetimes. But we will come. My topic will come here around one finish. Topic is this. 12 links as presentation of 2 lifetimes. Two lifetimes. So 2 lifetimes means. So right now we all have human body, right? Human body and mind. So this human body and mind is created by previous ignorance, karmic connection, and causal consciousness, right? Then craving, when previous lifetime, right, before we are going to die, craving and grasping, and then existence. So 6 causes past, and now present we will experience 6 resultants, name and form, 6 senses base, contact, feeling, birth, aging and death is present. Now, right now, we are creating, motivated by ignorance, karma, imprint left on the consciousness before we die, craving, grasping, actualize, so give further support, and then existence. So future, like future lifetime, past, present, future. So this trailing should be completely finished 2 lifetimes. You understand what I'm saying? 2 lifetimes. So that means 6 goes in the past. Past ignorance, karma, and karmic and consciousness left the imprint. Before we are dying in the past, craving, grasping, give support. We are human beings to be we already planted to be reborn in human beings. Support, and we are human beings here. Now, in the future, we can do same thing. Like now we are creating. If we create good karma, right, then they will carry the karma, right. Before we dying, craving, grasping, fertilizing, or giving further support, next rebirth, human being. Go like the path. So it should be 2 lifetimes. You understand what I'm saying? If some scholar says 3 lifetimes, so then that is 3 lifetimes. So that means I will give you one example. So if you plant a seed to be reborn in human beings, so you carry that seed with the causal consciousness, right? So now before you are dying in this lifetime, so craving gives support to that seed, and grasping is not giving support to that seed, it will not happen 2 lifetimes. You understand what I'm saying? You plant the karmic seed, right? You have many karmic seed you will carry. You planted many karmic seed. Which seed will ripen? The strongest will ripen during the time of we are dying. The strongest, if that is human seed, to be reborn in human beings, so it is motivated by ignorance, no problem. Karmic formations, causal consciousness carry the imprint. Now, before we are dying, right, just movement entering into the intermediate state. Generally speaking, right, that human seed, supported by craving and grasping, then you go into the intermediate state, right, in 2 lifetimes, no problem. But if craving support that seed, grasping not supporting, it will take 3 lifetimes. You understand? Because it not fully fertilize the ground. To grow the seed, you have to fully fertilize ground. There's something, germinate, and then you need maybe moisture there, but not heat. It will not grow. But seed is already there, right? And moisture there, but if there's no heat, it will not grow, right? So that's very similar. So you have this one, you understand what I'm saying? You come plant the karmic seed, right? And you carry this karmic seed. So craving, grasping before we are dying. Craving, grasping, so giving support to that karmic seed, it will happen 2 lifetimes. 2 lifetimes. But 3 lifetimes means craving support to that human seed of human beings, grasping, not supporting, it will not happen in 2 lifetimes to that human being. So then it will sometimes happen in 3 lifetimes. So not more than 3 lifetimes. It should be like that. So that is when ignorance has stopped. Formative action will not occur. Ignorance is stopped by awareness, meditating on suchness, emptiness only. Through the stopping of that, then that will not manifest the exclusively painful aggregate cease to exist in this way. So we know samsara. Right? Finish samsara. Now here, so this is the what we call the pure dependent arising. It will reverse. Ignorance stop, no karma. If there's no karma, right, then no aging and death. So we stop, right? So it reverse stop. So ignorance stop, it became pure dependent arising. You completely cease the karma. You understand? That's pure dependent arising. Now I want to tell you this is the 12 links, right? It is the history in India for Buddha. How does this painting happen? A gift for a king. There are two kings in India. During the Buddha's lifetime, there was a king called Bimbasara, where from Rajkir, where we go, when we go to Buddha area, the Bimbasara kingdom, who is said to start a relation with another king called Uttayana, two kings. Bimbasara, Uttayana, two great kings in India. Uttayana live in rather remote place, and although the two kings have never met, these two kings never met, very famous in India, Bimbasara very famous, and Uttayana very famous during the period of Lord Buddha time, very famous. On one occasion, right, they don't meet, they heard but not meet. Yeah. Then one occasion, King Uttayana sent King Bimbasara, right, very precious and special jewel. It has the power to give feeling of well-being and to remove poison when you touch that jewel. So he sent this to King, one occasion King Uddayana sent this to King Bimbasara. Since the jewel was priceless, it's so expensive, priceless, the gift proved quite an embarrassment of this King Bimbasara. He had no return back to something often back to Uddayana. So who left obliged to send a gift of equal value? His minister tried to estimate the value of that jewel offered by the king. Estimated. But when they calculated in gold coins, it turned out to be 10 million gold coins. To that jewel, 10 million. They could think of no solution. King Bimbasara was despondent and retired to a darkness room. He took off his normal finery and lay down in his bed. Seeing this, one of his ministers, who was a Brahmin, suggested to the king that you should cancel the Buddha. The Buddha advice was simple. He told Bimbasara to send King Uddayana painting of this wheel of life. This is the wheel of life. Who is the painting? The wheel of life photo? This one. This painting. Wheel of life. Take this up and give that up. Enter the Buddha's teaching. Like an elephant in the lotus pond, destroy the force of Lord of Death. He who mindfully engaged in this way of discipline will leave the will of birth behind and bring his suffering to an end. So these two verses, right under this drawing. The painting was wrapped in many layers of costly, silks, brocades. It was carefully placed in golden box and dispatched to the king, but it was preceded by a letter to him. The letter announced to the king Uttayana that King Bimbasara was sending a gift that transcended all other gifts in the world. In order to receive it properly, he should prepare all the road leading to his city and place by having it cleaned for several miles, and that he and his retinue should welcome it with great ceremony and offerings. When King Uttayana saw the letter, he felt irritated and insulted by its tone of comment. And he remarked to his minister that he could prepare to his troops for battle. But the minister, who were rather more circumspect and sensible, suggested that it might be wiser please first to see what the gift was, and then, if didn't please the king, you could make ready for war. So preparation were made to receive the gift in the manner described by the king Bimbasara. They escorted it ceremonially into the palace, then with the whole court waiting in suspense, it was taken out of the golden box. So in the golden box, everyone surprised when the many layers of the silk and the brocades had been removed. What they before them was rolled up painting. So many layers in the golden box. Eagerly they unrolled it and found beautiful portrait of someone they did not know. Present at court, however, was some merchant who had visited Magadha, that is in the, India, North India, Magadha, where Buddha stayed there, in the Varanasi, in that area, the kingdom of Magadha, very famous. Magadha, the area where Bimbasara lived, and recognized that it was painting of the Buddha. He recognized. And once they began speaking words in praise of Buddha and pay homage to him, King Uddayana and his court had already been prepared for something exceptional. Moved by the image and by the reverence of the merchant, they were quite overcome. Instead of war, now he overcome. Through the arrival of this gift, positive imprint were awakened in king and his court. So all this letter, Buddha writing. The king took the painting to his private quarters. Evening, he looked carefully at the 12 images, aging, he looking. It's something very unusual he received. And age and read the verses. Remember verses that Buddha. Throughout the night, he thought very deeply about this whole 12-part process in forward and reverse sequence. And in the course of this intensive meditation, he reached the stage of extreme and terror. So he became Arya. He realized. So he never received like this. Before he is in the king's palace. And now this is private quarter room, and he's looking this image and seeing samsara, and then he reverse. Reverse means how to stop this. And even you live in a kingdom, but you will suffer, no matter what kind of you. Everybody will go suffer with the turning. So he, thinking and meditating, he became Arya, direct realization of the. He had direct perception of truth And he said even just seeing these 12 links, the picture create beneficial imprint. Even just seeing that. Buddha himself said. So thinking about them again and again with understanding how their function will undoubtedly have very profound effect and bring vast benefit for us studying, not only just looking, right? We are studying and we know what is ignorant, karmic formations. It's more than that, just looking on the picture. What is. It is said in the King of Concentration Sutra, Buddha said that even if you look at the image of Buddha, right, no faith, nothing, even you see any image, holy image of Buddha, when we are angry, irritated, we get benefit because of the object. When you looking in the pictures or any holy object, you are angry or irritated, or you get some good imprint and benefit. If that is the truth, right? If that is the truth, then what about us? We can easily imagine how much negativity is purified and how much virtue created. Then we look at such image with faith in our hearts, studying, contemplating, and meditation. Make gesture of expression of the heart, speaking of the prayer. The Four Noble Truths, the 12 links of dependent arising, and true truths regarding conventional and ultimate, all in related. True truth, Four Noble Truths, all dependent arising, all are related, because base true truth, conventional, ultimate truth. On the basis of true truth, we can practice Four Noble Truths. 12 links of interdependent origination. There is the base. We can understand conventional reality and ultimate reality. Then, based on true truth, understanding conventional reality, truth of suffering, origin of suffering. Ultimate reality, truth of cessation and truth of heart. Then through understanding, we will understand who created this samsara, ignorance. Then dependent arising. You understand? 12 links of dependent arising, we have whole picture of the 12 links of independent origin. The many different practices of the sutra, tantra become meaningful, whatever we practicing, right? But forceful only when they are based on good understanding of these fundamental and similar principles. So this is the fundamental wisdom, the Nagarjuna. So I think what kind of words? Confusion. Upside down.
Thanks a lot,
There's a funny story in India. One monk, he's reading newspaper, daily newspaper in India. So he reading newspaper upside down. He thought bath upside down. He reading newspaper upside down. He thought bath upside down. We doing the we are doing. So we last week we study about this. So it is said in the Asanga text, right? Levels of yogi deeds say among these 12 12 interdependent origination, how many are included in the truth of suffering and will become suffering in the current lifetime? How many? So that means birth and aging and death. Truth of suffering, but will not only become suffering at a later, that remain in a state of potential from resultant up to the feeling. Among these 12 links, right? How many are included in the truth of suffering and will begin suffering in the current lifetime? Aging, death, aging, birth, aging and death. 3. How many are included with the truth of suffering but will only become suffering later and remain potential? So that is resultant consciousness, name and form, 6 space, contact and feeling. Remember, we have divided into remember this will of life should finish 2 lifetimes, right? Like 6 courses. So we have to divide it, consciousness divided into 2, causal consciousness and resultant consciousness. That causal consciousness, the 6 course, right? So this course, right now we have human body, right? This course, past life, 6 courses. And we have these 6 resultant links. Right? So it means 2 lifetimes, right? So it should be finished 2 lifetimes. And future, right now we have ignorance. Motivated by ignorance, we carry the karma, and causal consciousness carries the coming imprint. Before we are dying, then coming in grasping, right? Actualize or further support. Exist, then it becomes fully up and calm, existence. And then that will take next rebirth. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, enough? Think about. Yeah.
It's okay to ask some questions?
Yeah.
I've got a couple of questions, if that's okay. So one's just quite a short one. When you're talking about the Bodhisattva Maitreya, who's the disciple of Buddha, you're talking about the future Maitreya. Are we talking about the Bodhisattva who will later become the Buddha? Maitreya?
Will become Buddha.
And the other question is, just the other day I was reading about His Holiness the Dalai Lama when he was younger, talking with one of his tutors, and His Holiness was saying that he was talking about the 12 links, and he said he couldn't see how it was possible to go through the 12 links in less than 4 or 5 lifetimes. Do you know what he might have meant by that?
4 and 5 lifetimes.
Yeah. I'll bring it in to show you the passage if you like. I couldn't understand it. But
Maybe. Generally 2 lifetimes.
Okay.
It is possible 4 or 5 lifetimes. Can I give you one analogy?
Yes,
You have motivated by ignorance. You plant a karmic seed, right? Consciousness carry that seed. That seed will take not necessarily if craving and grasping support next lifetimes. So then that means 4 lifetimes. You understand what I'm saying? Like there you already carrying this seed, but 2 lifetimes craving, grasping support. But 3 lifetimes craving support, grasping not support. 3 lifetimes. Another lifetime, then if that is not happened, like one is not supporting, it will take 4 lifetimes. Should be like that. Okay, thank you.